So, looks like Bitcoin is crashing exactly as I predicted. If you watched my last video, you'll remember that I exactly said this. I said that Bitcoin was going to get rejected, and this is exactly what's happening. So now I'm going to make a new prediction of where I think the price of Bitcoin is going. So if you want to find out, then make sure to watch this video to the end. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I'm so happy and excited to have you here. My name is Sarah, and on this channel I teach how to trade and invest in cryptocurrency. I also talk about personal development and so much more. If that sounds like something that you're interested in seeing more of, then make sure to smash that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to stay updated for my next video. Okay, so let's get right into the video. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys. All right, so as you can see, Bitcoin is currently trading at 40,559. Just about 24 hours ago, Bitcoin was trading like above 43,000, right? And now it's trading below that. So you might be wondering what's happening. Why did Bitcoin crash from 43,000 to now sitting at 40,500? I will tell you exactly what happened, okay? Let's start out by looking at the weekly time frame because we want to see the bigger picture here. The first thing here that I noticed on the weekly time frame is that we have a potential head and shoulder pattern that has been forming here on the weekly time frame. We have the first shoulder here on the left, and then the head is right here. The right shoulder has not been formed yet. Okay, and in order for the right shoulder to be formed, the price has to go all the way up to like 53K or even higher to like 60, 61K. Now that hasn't happened yet, okay? Other than this head and shoulder pattern that is being formed here on the weekly time frame, we also have this trend line here. The weekly time frame was in an uptrend here for a while now, up until this point right here, okay? On the week of January 17, we ended up breaking this trend line here on the weekly time frame. As you can see, this yellow line here is the uptrend, and then we broke it, okay? And since then, we've been trading outside of this trend line. Now, last week, Bitcoin actually went to retest this trend line, okay? This was the first time it did this, and it tested it, and what happened? It actually ended up getting rejected. As you can see, it left this long wick here, and it closed outside of this yellow trend line, okay? Now, when I saw this, I was like, okay, now this is a sign that Bitcoin is now heading down, okay? I told you guys on the last video that because of this rejection that just happened, we can see Bitcoin go all the way down to like 34K or even lower, okay? Now, this current weekly candle here that is forming tried also to go and test that trend line one more time, and it couldn't even make it past the previous candle here. It actually got rejected at around 44,777. On the weekly time frame, we have our first support here, which would be like around 38K500. That is where I see the next support here. If as the price is dropping, I can see the price settling down a little bit here at around 38,500. And if we can hold that support, then the price is going to go all the way to like 34K or even lower. So what does this mean? Does this mean that Bitcoin is heading down to 20K, or are we going to pull back and head all the way to 53K? I will tell you exactly. So what I see happening, if this is a true head and shoulder pattern that's being formed, then what I expect is that Bitcoin needs to head back up, okay? It needs to head back up to 53K, okay? Now, since it got rejected here, okay, since it got rejected here at 44,000, I see it going all the way down to 34K. And then if it fails to hold the 34K support, then it might go all the way to 30K, but it cannot go past 30K. Like if it does go past 30K and it closes, then yes, I can say that Bitcoin is going all the way to 20K from there on. But if it does not go below 30K and closes below 30K, then we are going to get a bounce back. Okay, we're going to get a bounce back up to 53K. In order for Bitcoin to form that right shoulder, it needs to head back up to 53K or higher, and then from there on it will start dropping. Once it is dropping, it will need to break this neckline here around 30K, okay, this neckline here. And once it breaks that neckline, this is when we will see Bitcoin go all the way to 20K. Now, this is what I'm expecting for the price of Bitcoin. So right now is a good time to be looking for shorting opportunities. Okay, so let's go down to the daily time frame so that we can get a better picture on what's happening here. Let's see if we can find some good trading opportunities. You know, when is the best entry? So here on the daily time frame, you can see here we've been in a downtrend here for quite some time, and then now, you know, Bitcoin here actually formed a rising wedge. Seeing a rising wedge in a downtrend is actually a continuation pattern. Okay, a rising wedge on a downtrend is a continuation pattern. So this is a signal that this downtrend was going to continue, and this is what's happening. So now we broke this rising wedge here, as you can see. So the price closed outside of this rising wedge. So now I expect the price to go down, okay? Go down to here, the next support, which is like around 34K. But, you know, Bitcoin might find support here at 38K for sure. So you can actually long Bitcoin here when it gets to 34K 500. You can long it for just a little bit, but then yeah, don't stay in the trade for long, because there's high chance that it's going to continue this downtrend. Okay, another good shorting entry that I see here would be at like 41,500 or even 42. So if Bitcoin manages to go back to like 41,500, I would definitely short Bitcoin from there. If it goes past that, say it goes to 42,000, then that is also another good entry to short Bitcoin. Before it gets to the next support, you want to take your profit, okay? And now the next big support that I'm seeing here for Bitcoin as it is dropping will be like around 38,500. So if you short Bitcoin from 41,500, then that's where I'll be taking my profit. And then the other next big support would be like around 34K. Okay, 34K here would be like the next big support for Bitcoin. So this is what's happening, guys. Definitely look for shorting opportunities as the price is going down. Shorting Bitcoin is an easy way to make money, you know. You'll be able to make money as the price is going down. All right, guys, so this is it for this analysis. I hope that you find it interesting and valuable. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more on how to trade and invest in cryptocurrency. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day and see you in my next video.